On Larry King Now, the musical superstar Céline Dion is back in the spotlight.
When you have that anticipation of going on stage and you feel like an animal in a cage and they're about to open, I want to please. I was born to do that, don't forget.
And opening up about balancing dual roles.
As a mother, I'm a singer. As a singer, I'm a mother. My children know exactly what I do.
Plus, you didn't want to record it.
Shame on me.
Remember that? They call you.
And that's why I have a manager, and that's why artists should not decide everything.
Is it you did not like the song?
I didn't really like the song.
All next on Larry King Now. Welcome to Larry King Now. What a great pleasure to have Céline Dion with us. I got so excited.
Céline Dion, it doesn't matter anyway. Céline selected.
It's been a long day. She's one of the most immediately recognized and successful performers in pop music history. She has sold more than 220 million records worldwide. She's the reigning queen of the Las Vegas Strip. Her residency at Caesar's Palace just renewed through 2019. She's the 5-time Grammy winner, and a new album and single, Love Me Back to Life, will be out November 5th. We will talk about that album in a while. You're signed through 2019.
You said everything.
What
am I here for?
You're selling your house in Florida. You built a mansion in Florida. Why are you selling that?
It took too long to build. No, the main reason, is that we're going to be spending more time in Las Vegas. And the also second reason is that we did base our schedule in Las Vegas upon my son's school schedule. For the first time this year, because we do travel a lot, it's been very stressful for him and for us and for the school to have my son go to school, get him out, get him in, get him out. He's never part of...
This is the 12-year-old.
And that's RC, my 12-year-old. I mean, there's one thing to do the academic, but it's also another thing to feel part of the team and part of your school and part of your starting a project and ending it. So we decided this year to give it a try and homeschool him, and he was very happy about that. And then we're not going to spend a lot of time in Florida. And I think it's a shame to have a beautiful mansion that's waiting there to serve
Where
kids
in Florida
and
is
family.
it?
It's in Hope Sound.
Well, who's going to buy that house?
You.
You want Sean to live in that house? You think she can handle that house?
Oh, yeah.
That house?
She can handle anything she wants.
Yeah, that house.
If she can handle you?
That house, you could just open it up as a resort and charge people, and they can do the swimming there.
You have ideas like my husband.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about motherhood. What is it like now? You have twins. Tell me about the family. First of all, you name one Nelson and one Eddie.
One is RC, Renee Charles, and the twins is Eddie and Nelson.
Was that a gag like Nelson Eddie?
No, and I didn't know that.
You never heard of Nelson Eddie?
No.
He was a famous singer.
I know, I heard about that, but people thought she's into music, she knows, so she named after him.
No, name one kid Frank, the other kid Sinatra.
Yeah.
You know,
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
That's right. I
so
understand.
how did you come up with Nelson and Eddie?
Nelson, because of Nelson Mandela. We just arrived from South Africa. Nelson Mandela had a big impact on us. It was a wonderful privilege to meet him.
It was my great honor to interview him and to spend a day with him.
Wow. It was very powerful for my mom and Renee and I and RC and me, of course. And so we said, if we expect a child and it's a boy, what do you think of Nelson? Oh, we were both in love. Well, guess what? Another one. We can't just name one a hero name and the other one, not that I don't like Bob, but it's got to be another hero name.
So?
Eddie for Eddie Marnay. Eddie Marnay is a French lyricist who unfortunately passed away. And he wrote all my French records. I grew up, he's my dad in show business. I was 12 years old, and he gave me words and meaningful stuff to talk about. When you're 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, what are you going to talk about? Today it's sunny, tomorrow's going to rain. Today it's cloudy, tomorrow's going to see the rain again. What are you going to talk about? I love my dad, I love my mom, I want to get married, have lots of kids, and so. What are you going to talk about at one point? This man wrote for Barbra Streisand in French, Edith Piaf, and I don't want to name an amazing, wonderful hero. So one is Nelson, and the other one is Eddie.
What's it like to have twins?
It's wonderful because it's a double gift of life. Carrying life is when you understand the meaning of life itself. When you give it is one of the hardest things you do. You're about to share life with what's the most precious for you and you share it. That's hard. But twins, what's hard for a mom is that there's many times during the day where, for example, Nelson will want to be with me and the other one wants to be with me too, but he wants his moment he just wants me for a moment.
They get jealous of each other?
They do get jealous once in a while.
Does the older boy like the two of them?
He loves the two of them, but the difference of age is so big that RC is in a cool zone right now.
12.
You know, he's almost 13 years old. A lot of Old Spice. A lot of dippily-doo-dee-da. And he's cool.
Go through it every day.
So he doesn't want to get near a diaper.
How do you deal with motherhood and fame and show business and all the accoutrements?
I don't have to deal with that. I do my life. As a mother, I'm a singer. As a singer, I'm a mother. My children know exactly what I do. When I go to sing, I sing as quick as I can. And when I come home, I understand when I'm here. I love to sing. But motherhood for me had given me the biggest reward of life.
Has it changed Renee?
I'm sure it changed Renee. Renee always been this guy that everybody wants to be friends with. A wonderful human being.
He is.
Extremely generous and a big brain.
He's your manager, right?
He's my manager. And I have to say, especially now, my husband.
Why?
I love having, you know, he's the only man in my life. I never met another man in my life.
Never was with him?
I was never with another man in my life. Of course I'm in love with him. He taught me music and the passion and how to bring the best of myself. I think one time he needed me. I needed him all these years. One time he was sick and he needed me. Today I'm a little bit more involved, but he's with me. When I sing, we're together.
Coming up, Céline will talk about why she waited 6 years to release a new album. Stay with us.
Wow.
Anyway, what's so long? You got a new album coming. Explain this title, Love Me Back to Life.
Yes.
Did you die?
No, but a lot of people do and they come back. A lot of people go through trauma in life and they come back. A lot of people go, not to elaborate on one subject in particular, but a lot of people do drugs, for example, and they lose it. You don't have to technically hard stop, but you can die. You cannot be no longer with us. I know a lot of people that are walking and they're dead.
So the song covers
But
all those?
the song, for me, to be honest, for me, if I may say that, Sia, Mozart and Sham, wonderful team of writers, wrote me that, offered me that gift. I didn't know where this album was going.
Why'd you wait so long to do another album?
Well, I didn't stop. I did the 5 years in Vegas with A New Day. I went on a world tour that lasted more than a year. I had 2 kids. I took a little break, a short one, and I prepared a new show, and I've been on stage for 2 years with a new show. Where did it go? I didn't wait that long. I didn't sit on the couch. And
So Love Me Back to Life.
Love Me Back to Life.
That's the single off the album?
It's the single of the album, and it's, I didn't know where I was going. What do you want me to do? 30 years of a career, am I going to sing what I've sung before? Don't get me wrong, which I will always be very appreciative and will recognize that chance all my life. I still sing them on stage. The people are like, oh, that's my song. But what am I going to do? It's been done. I can't do it again. Am I going to reinvent myself? Am I going to change this is the new me now? It's hard. It's hard to start a career. It's hard to have a career. It's hard to remain there. It's hard to keep going.
You sing with others on this album, right? Stevie Wonder's on this album with you, right?
Yeah. Stevie Wonder was agreeing and singing with me, and that's an amazing, amazing gift. Neo, singing with me. I mean, I feel like I'm starting, to be honest, I feel like I'm starting my career.
Do you ever pinch yourself over all your success? I mean, you were such a poor kid in Montreal. We've talked about this before.
I don't have to. I'll tell you why. Because, not that I want to talk for the others, I'm talking for myself, because 25 years ago, 30 years ago, I really thought that we achieve things step by step and we're going up the ladder one step at a time until we reach the top. You know, people have that talk. Now that you've sold how many records and you're at the top of your gig, what's the top? I have decided, and I don't know when, it just happened for me to protect myself from the industry because I've always been scared of that industry. I decided to take that ladder visually in my head, and I started at the top. My head was in the clouds. I thought I owned the world. Wow, it's pretty down there. Hello, I'll see you soon, maybe. My head was in the clouds. And fortunately for me, who was at the bottom of that ladder? My family, Renee, my real friends. They reached their hand up and they said, now, you're going to prove to yourself, to the industry, to your family, to your friends, and you will come down one step at a time until you find gravity, until you find the earth, until you find stability. And then, once you reach the stability, you can say you made it, and then you can look up.
Can you say that now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel grounded. When I look up, I'm very proud of what I have accomplished.
When you go on stage, right before it, do you know you got them?
You got the gesture.
No, do you?
I don't know. If I'm too sure of myself, then the adrenaline is not there, and the magic is gone.
So there's always a
I
little...
want people to feel, because there's nights where I don't feel like doing it. There's nights that I'm not 100. To feel 100% of myself is very rare.
Yeah.
When everything is perfect, it's a few days during the year. But you know that you're going to give the best of you, even if it's 80%. The 80 will be there. When you have that anticipation of going on stage and you feel like an animal in a cage and they're about to open and you hear like a match, like a box match. The adrenaline goes up, they open the cage, the show starts. And I want to please. I was born to do that, don't forget. I love the spotlight. I love to please. I love to be loved. So when I'm letting loose on stage, this is my home.
There's no feeling like it. Nothing in the world.
And if it's the drug I gotta take,
Yeah.
that's the most I will.
Coming up, Céline will give me a few singing tips. Don't click away. The new album, Love Me Back to Life, will be released November 5th. She's the 5-time Grammy winner. She's on high. When do you go back to Caesars?
I'm going back to Caesars at the end of December.
Do you have another tour coming up, or is that...
No, right now I'm going to do the shows in Las Vegas. I'm going to Europe for about 8 to 10 shows. It's not a whole tour, but just a few French shows in France.
In France?
In France, yeah.
Okay.
Going to be singing in French a little bit.
How do you keep the voice going? Do you do exercise, or how do you work that? I mean, do you...
I still have a coach.
Really?
I do have a coach. And
What does a coach do with you?
it's really boring.
Why do you need that?
It's a stretch. If you go and see a dancer stretching on the floor, you might think she's very flexible. Wow, she can really stretch that leg. But it's not choreography. It's not artistically beautiful. So us, and then you go on stage and you give it.
Give me a vocal warm-up. What do you do?
Well, like that.
This is before in the dressing room?
I do this for a few different ones, obviously, but it's just to bri, bre, bra, bro, bru, It's very boring. But it's just like warming up.
Do you sing every day?
Not really. Because I sing so much, like 4 times full, sometimes 5 a week, the days off I don't. I used to be silent on days off. Now I have kids.
Is it still difficult to sing in Vegas in that climate?
No.
You used to tell me that.
Right now, well, first of all, we're very lucky because they have humidified the dressing room, my house, and the stage. We have special equipments under the stage, huge things that are producing warm humidity that are directing on me. It's a breeze of humidity all the time. You have to be careful. Microphones don't like humidity so much. But if we need to change the microphone every night, we will. So we don't have that. But now it's amazing. For 2 years, we have a tremendous amount of humidity in the desert. If they don't stop bringing plants from from wet climate.
Does air conditioning affect your singing?
I don't like air conditioning. I'm sure it affects me. You know what, let me tell you something. A lot of things affects me. You have to try to find a way to go around it. When the curtain opens and I feel people's perfume, and some are smokers, they don't smoke while I sing, but it's hard. You have to find ways.
My dear friend Victor Moan told me that he used to sing, you can sing above a cold.
Yes.
You can do that.
With techniques. I mean, I've done many shows with congestion and a voice that would a little bit cut like this. But when you sing a song, it's not the same at all. It's not the same. Sometimes you talk like this, and sometimes I sing clear. It's different.
Do you ever worry that it's not going to be there?
I'm always worrying.
Yeah.
The day that I'm sure of myself 100%, is something wrong.
There's something you haven't done in show business you want to do?
Acting.
You've never been offered a role?
I did a little mini episode. I was 18 years old, French television, true story.
Would you like to do a Broadway musical?
No.
No?
No. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Do you ever get tired? True.
Yes.
No.
But can you...
No, I don't mean tired. Do you
what
ever
is that? Tired.
I haven't finished the sentence.
No, north, east, west.
Do you ever get tired of singing Titanic?
Before I start the song, yes. And not only Titanic, so it's not fair to the song. If I may say, there's a few songs in my repertoire. Even songs that are not that old. I don't want to sing it tonight. I don't want to feel like singing it tonight. But let me tell you something, and your wife will understand. And that's why I call it magic, adrenaline, and that the fans become important. Because what's the point for me to go and stress myself on stage if I can just record an album, not stress, go home and do potato couch and just relax? Why do we insist to go back on stage? Because when we don't feel, I'm not going to sing that song again. I don't want to sing that song again. And then it starts. And then, oh my God! And then you look at them, they cry. This is myself, woo! And some they go like. But some are excited, and then you're like, you know what?
Give me the first lines of that song.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on, near, far, wherever you are. You see, that's why I keep singing it, you know. But it's honest, true, really the truth. I don't feel like it, and then it opens up. They make me feel like I'm singing it for the first time.
And you didn't want to record it.
Shame on me.
Remember that? They called you.
And that's why I have a manager. And that's why artists should not decide
Is
everything.
it you didn't like the song?
I apologize.
You did not like the song?
I didn't really like the song.
You thought it was no melody.
And I just did Because You Love Me was a huge success. And then what happens if it's not a big success? You know, sometimes you have to learn when to stop. And I thought we needed to stop.
You knew it was for the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't sing the song, we don't want to take another singer. And I'm like, you know.
When we come back, time runs so fast, Céline will answer your question and we'll play a game of If You Only Knew. The wonderful Céline Dion. More after this. We're back with Céline Dion. The album Love Me Back to Life will be out November 5th. She'll be back in Vegas at right around Christmas time. We have some social media questions for you. Celiniacs. That's the name of a tweeter. Celiniacs.
Celiniacs.
That's a fan. We all know Céline loves shoes and fashion. Would she think of having her own fashion or shoe line?
Maybe. Possible.
Are you a shoe freak?
You can call me a shoe freak. I love shoes.
How many pairs of shoes you have?
Maybe 4,000 pairs.
Okay.
You call me a freak still?
4,000? Nah, nothing.
Nah.
Nah, nothing. Francis Singh from Facebook. Would you consider collaborating with Adele, Christina Aguilera, or Rihanna?
All of the above. Definitely, I'm a big fan.
Of all three?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Sherfitz tweets, does she still feel like you're a Canadian at heart?
Of course. The blood that goes through my vein is French-Canadian big time. I'll never leave my body.
Le Blues de Manny wants to know, what would she do if one day her iconic voice was gone?
I'll take care of my kids. I might build another mansion.
Yeah, what the hell?
I might take care of other singers. I might become a producer.
You don't live near the hotel, right? In Vegas.
I live 35 minutes away from that.
You drive?
I drive. People crazy.
I thought you helicoptered down.
Everybody said that. Remember when I moved there?
Yeah,
they pictured a house. They pictured the biggest house because they thought I'm going to buy the biggest house. And they made everybody panicked in the community. She's going to take off and land every day. Can you imagine? There was never a question about me taking off. Gives me a chance to call my mom and my friends.
Well, we play a game of If You Only Knew. I just asked some quick questions. Your response. Who's the first boy you ever kissed?
Renee.
You got to be kidding.
My dad. My brothers.
You never kissed a boy in school? No. A little? 10 years old, you didn't kiss a boy about it?
I was on stage, God forbid. Give me a chance.
13 years old?
I was on stage.
So you got off stage? No one? What's your favorite pastime? What's the thing you like to do?
I still love to go home as quick as I can. I love finger painting, Play-Doh. I love to play with them. I just love to cuddle them so much. But I love shopping as well.
Biggest splurge?
What is splurge? What does that mean?
To spend money on something frivolously. You have a crazy car, like a Lamborghini.
No. I love jewelries very much, and I'm trying to calm down on jewelry. I'm trying. The first thing I saw to your wife, oh, beautiful necklace. What is that? So I'm trying to, you know.
So you wear 2 rings? 2 wedding rings?
Yeah, 3 little rings, yeah.
But 2 wedding rings?
2 little, 3 letter, 3 letter, 4 letter, 5 letter, 6 letter, 7 letter, 8.
You sing your way through life? You know you could sing your way through life.
Yes, I do.
Do you sing in the shower?
That's my favorite place.
Does it sound better in the shower?
It sounds amazing. It looks amazing too, but I can't tweet that. I can't show you that. So.
What's on your bucket list? Bucket list is things you want to do before you depart the earth.
All I want to do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I gotta do is have some fun.
You don't like to sing, do you?
No, I don't.
If you could change one thing about your life, what would it be?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all?
No.
What makes you laugh?
What makes me laugh? My kids. My kids, when they dance and they sing and they fool around and they have already humor and it makes me laugh.
Do you have a favorite song?
No, too many.
Favorite artist of all time?
No, but one if I pick, Freddie Mercury.
Really? Why?
Fearless. fearless. An amazing voice, but fierce.
Something people would be surprised to find out about you.
I love what I do, and I hate what I do.
I don't get that.
I love to sing very much, and when I don't know that I can be, when I'm not sure that I'm in control of my technique, my voice, it's the last place I want to go.
You ever been on stage and wander off?
What does that
Sing a
mean?
song, think of something completely different from where you are. Like you're singing, but you're thinking of
I did
buying a pair of shoes you saw.
No, but I don't remember the book. I was reading a book, and I couldn't believe that I was trying to take so little reading every night because I didn't want to reach the end. It was so good. I didn't want to reach the end of the book. And there was a number in a New Day show, and it's called Seduces Me. It was so long between the songs. I was like singing the song, and the dancers was like crawling on me and all that. And I was like, I can't just wait to go back home, and it's tonight that I'm finishing the book.
Do you still have faith?
Oh, yeah.
You never doubt it?
No.
It's an honor always seeing you, my darling.
I share that pleasure and that honor. It's always wonderful to
I
see
kissed
you.
your ring.
Okay, try again.
Gosh, she's the Pope. Thanks to my guest, the incredible Céline Dion. Remember, you can find me on Twitter @KingsThings. Bye.
Bye.